I believe we've been treating anxiety in the wrong way all along. And why do I believe that? Well, we never had so many anxious people in the world in history. And now we have pills, we have doctors, and all this kind of stuff. But there is also another phase to all this, which is all the self help junk that they preach into you, like The Secret and Think Positive and this kind of stuff. Don't get me wrong. Like, I think thinking positive is definitely good for you, but it's not the end all be all. There are times in your life that you actually need to face your fears and to go deep inside your fears to actually get rid of the root cause of the things. And thinking positively in that moment is not going to help you. So today I'm going to share with you my technique that I developed along the years to literally get rid of my anxiety, and guess what? It works every time. What is up, guys? I am Rubens, and here in this channel I share my journey towards becoming my best self. If you'd like, please subscribe. So let's get into it. I suffered from anxiety since I can remember. My mind was always in the future. For brief periods of my life, I had my mind on the past, but mainly I'm a guy concerned with the future, and the fear of the future is literally the anxiety. So I tried everything that you can imagine, and I can tell you that the most toxic thing for me was the stuff like The Secret, like Think Positively and this kind of shit. To help with your anxiety, this kind of shit doesn't work. Literally, it only makes you keep comparing yourself with others because, oh, I've been thinking positively, but nothing is happening, and other people are telling me to think positively. And literally, it doesn't work. Like, at least not for me. If it works for you, it's okay. This is not an universal truth. It's just another tool that might be better for you as it is for me than other tools that are available. So basically, I started meditating a long time ago, and I've been improving on my meditation journey up to the point that I got to a kind of a meditation that I do that is specifically to relieve my anxiety when the anxiety is overwhelming at the moment. It's a kind of a very intense and emotional meditation, and I do at the spot, meaning that when I feel the most overwhelming flare up, let's say, of anxiety, I stop whatever I'm doing and I jump right into this meditation for 5-10 minutes, as long as it takes to put myself in a good state. And it works every time. And I notice that every time I do it, the anxiety takes longer and longer to come back. So let's jump right into it. I call this meditation as the worst case scenario meditation. And it is exactly what it says it is. It's a sort of meditation where I create a mental play inside my head, where everything in my life got ruined. Literally, all my expectations, all my goals, nothing succeeded. Literally, I go to the worst case scenario in my life. To exemplify for you guys, I will sit and start to meditate and imagine that I became homeless. And I am in this small town where I live, in the city of the town, and all my friends are passing by and they are looking at me and they are judging me for being homeless. They don't want to hang out with me anymore, and my family pass by, my mother cries and this kind of stuff, and I'm a junk by the sidewalk or pavement, whatever you prefer. And everyone abandoned me, including myself. I abandoned myself, and everything is ruined in my life. I guess this is one of my worst fears. That I would call a worst case scenario to me. After that, I guess just death. Because I do have this strong feeling of embarrassment. So it's one of my biggest fears to get embarrassed in front of people I love. And people I care about. So why do I do that? Why would you play this kind of mental imagery on your head to get this sort of feeling? Because it's a fear of mine. And when you face your fear disappears. And how does it disappear? Well, look, in my mental play, whenever I see that look on my friend's face and I notice that is not something good, like they're judging me and this kind of stuff, I also noticed that it's not as bad as I thought it would be when I was just thinking about it instead of actually putting some imaging there. And I can look at the face of my friends and still feel love for them and my family and everyone, even the people that are judging me and this kind of stuff. There's a lot of people that speak about levels of energy and levels of emotion online. You can search it up on YouTube, but you have lower level energies, lower vibration energies like fear, like doubt, like guilt, should I say, anger, and you have higher vibration energies and emotions like courage, acceptance, willpower, willingness, reason, love, joy, enlightenment. And I guess once you remove the lower layers, the ones that are bad for you, like fear, guilty, shame, once you remove that, everything that remains is good stuff, is the juicy stuff, like love, like I feel for my friends, even in my mental play when they are judging me for being a complete loser. So when you go there and you face that fear, it disappears, because fear is like a kid. It wants your attention. If you don't give your attention to a kid, the kid will keep bothering you like, Uncle, I want to do this. And fear is exactly the same. Once you turn your attention to the kid or to the emotion goes away. And once the fear goes away, what remains is the good stuff, like courage. I have courage for tomorrow now. I don't have fear anymore. I have willpower. I have love for my friends, for my family that I just imagined rejecting me in that mental imagery that I just created. So it's a very powerful technique, and I think anyone can do it in 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever it takes for you to feel relief. Because you start to notice that you don't fear the situation itself. You fear the emotions that you are going to feel if that happens. And if it happens, you are still able to feel love and courage and all this kind of stuff. You have nothing to fear in the first place. You literally have nothing to fear in the first place. No matter where you are, your emotions are gonna be with you, and your emotions are gonna be your experience in that moment. So if you can have sweet emotions and good emotions, it doesn't matter where are you going to finish in your life. You can get rid of the fear, frustration, and all this kind of stuff, shame, embarrassment. So this is my technique. I use it by demand. So if I feel a big, overwhelming anxiety, I always go to the worst case scenario in meditation, because the anxiety, in my case, sometimes is financial. I don't know if I told you guys already, but I'm building a house to my mom. This is the main reason I am in Brazil. It was the dream of my life, and I'm finally getting it sorted. I am in the final stages of it. Sometimes I get anxiety from the things that I have to pay, like builders and all the labor that's involved to build a house and supply shops and this kind of stuff. And at that moment, what is the fear, the financial fear about? Is fear of being a loser, of not succeeding, a failure. So why to just face that fear of failure if you can face your ultimate failure? That would be like a completely financial ruin of yourself. Face that. And then this little financial trouble that you may be passing by at the moment is going to be easy peasy for you. So whenever you feel a huge flare up, let's say, of anxiety coming your way, stop what you're doing, 5-10 minutes. Imagine the worst case scenario. The more vivid, the better. And once you face it, you are going to be fine. I believe in you. That's the video for today. And when you wake up tomorrow, remember, it's never too late to take action. See you guys.